بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا Muhammad وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear viewers in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we are going to take verse number 35 from Surah An-Nur, the parable of the light, and which we can say is the climax of Surah An-Nur. A very beautiful parable for the light, the heavenly light in the heart of the believer. Let us take the ayah first. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الله نور السماوات والأرض مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح المصباح في زجاجة الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نار نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم. The translation: Allah is the light of the heaven and the earth. The parable of His light is as if there were a niche, and within it in a lamp, the lamp enclosed in glass, the glass as it were a brilliant store lit from a blessed tree, an olive, neither of the east nor of the west, whose oil is well nigh luminous, though fire scarce touched it, light upon light. Allah does guide whom He will to His light. Allah does set forth parables for men, and Allah does know all things. Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. Allah is the light of the heaven and the earth. And we have said in a previous episode that what does it mean that Allah is the light of the heaven and the sun? Of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is described as light. We say that you can't understand what is your objective in this life. You can't understand the mysteries of the heaven and the earth. You can't understand what is going to happen to you in the hereafter. You can't understand all of them because you are living in darkness. How to come out of this darkness? How to be in the light? That is, the key is to believe in Allah, to have faith in Allah. Once you got the faith in Allah, the whole universe is lit for you. Everything which was hidden from your eyes comes to your eyes. It becomes manifest to you. Allahu nuru samawati wal ard. Allah is the light of the heaven and the earth. You were living in darkness. By believing in Allah, by saying La ilaha illallah, the whole universe is illuminated for you. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the light of the heaven and the earth. مَثَلُ نُورِهِ كَمِشْكَاتٍ فِيهَا مِصْبَاحٍ. Now here is the parable. The parable of His light. What does it mean? The parable of His light فِي قَلْبِ الْمُؤْمِنِ, in the heart of the believer. That is like mishkatin fiha misbah. Now take the parable as a whole. In olden days, when there was no electricity and nothing of artificial light, those days the people used to have lamps. And these lamps got the energy coming from the oil itself. With the oil, the flame is lit. Now the lamp itself, which is covered by a glass, where it is placed, placed in a high place in the wall, which is mentioned here, kamishkatin, like a niche. Why it is placed so high? So that the whole room is going to be illuminated by its light. So the parable goes like this. Look at the niche itself. There is a lamp. Al-misbahu fi zujaja. And the lamp itself is covered by a glass. Now glass itself is very clean. So clean it is, az-zujajatu ka'annaha kawkabun durri. This glass is just like an illuminating star. Star itself is shining. So here in this example, the glass is so clean that when the light comes to it, it reflects the light and it becomes just like an illuminating star. And from where the energy is coming? The energy is coming from the oil. From where is the oil? يُوقَدُ مِنْ شَجَرَةٍ مُبَارَكَةٍ. It is coming from a blessed tree. What is that blessed tree? زَيْتُونَةٍ. It is the tree of olive. It is the tree of the olive because we know that, first of all, the vegetable oil is a lot better than the mineral oil, than the animal oil. That is the cleanest one, the purest one. And out of all the vegetable oils, the oils coming from the olive is the best one. And this is why, right from the ancient times, the olive oil is used in religious ceremonies. Here there is something very interesting which is mentioned here. La sharqiyatin wa la gharbiyya. It is not eastern, nor it is western. The tree itself, it is just in an eastern part of a garden. Then it might be receiving the sunlight when the sun rises from the east. And at the sunset time, it would be in dark. It is not going to receive the light. Similarly, if it is growing in the western part of the garden, it is taking the light at the sunset time, in the evening time, but it is deprived of the light at the rising of the sun. Unlike a tree which is just in the middle of the desert. And then it receives the light in both times, at the time of the sun rising, at the time of the sun setting. So it is getting its energy at all times. This is what is meant here. It is not like other trees which are deprived of the light from some time in the day. No, it is getting all the time. And then يَكَادُ زَيْتُهَا يُضِيءُ وَلَوْ لَمْ تَمْسَسْهُ نَارٌ. Now the oil which is produced by such tree is so clean, is so pure, that it is just ready to be kindled. This is why it is said, يَكَادُ زَيْتُهَا يُضِيءُ وَلَوْ لَمْ تَمْسَسْهُ نَارٌ. Even if the fire does not catch it, it is about to flame, about to be kindled. Nurun ala nur, light upon light. Light upon light, and that is the example of the light in the heart of the believer. There is a light of the nature, which is associated by the light from the heaven, nurun ala nur. Because when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created the man, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him the understanding of what is good and what is bad. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. By the nafs, by the soul, and the proportion which is given to it, and what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed to it, what is taqwa and what is fujur, what is good, what is bad, what is haqq, what is batil, what is truth, what is falsehood. That is given to you in your nature. Sometime, because of your sins, you are going to cover that nature. And those people who develop their nafs, they are the people who got that light increased. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. The person who keeps on purifying the soul is successful, and the person who is going to cover his soul with sins is the person who has covered the heart completely. So, nurun ala nur, what does it mean? Light upon light. Light of the nature, which is in your heart, and the light of that light which is coming from God, which is known as heavenly light. This is the light of the revelation. So, the example is like this, that the light of Iman in the heart of the believer, that is going to nourish him, and that is going to develop him, because it is always very, very pure and clean, just like the burning flame inside the lamp itself. Because when the flame which is alight in the lamp, it is covered by the glass, as we have said. Glass is going to stop the wind to blow off that flame. The glass is going also to stop it from getting any sand or any dust entering into it. That is the work of the glass around the flame. And then what is the work of the oil? The oil, of course, it is giving its energy. It is going to keep it burning. So the parable is completed like this, that the heart of a believer is alive with the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is Iman. And that light gets its strength not only from the nature, it gets its strength from the heaven as well. And then, as long as you got this light, you are inspiring other. Because the work of the glass on the lamp is that it takes the light and it makes it transparent everywhere, spread everywhere. In the very same way, a believer, when he got that light, he is not going to confine that light to himself. He becomes like a star, guiding other people, illuminating the whole universe, inspiring other people. That should be the work of the believer. And this is how this parable comes to be completed. يَهْدِ اللَّهُ لِنُورِهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides whom He likes to that light. وَيَضْرِبُ اللَّهُ الْأَمْثَالَ لِلنَّاسِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala coins the parables for the people. وَاللَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٍ. And Allah knows everything. وصلى الله تعالى على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.